story by Mythic Tales of Africa. In a vast and vibrant African kingdom, the prosperous ruler, King Mwamba, was loved and respected by his people. The kingdom was known for its bountiful harvests, thriving wildlife, and the harmony that prevailed among its citizens. The king's only son, Prince Juma, was admired for his bravery, wisdom, and kindness. Despite his many admirable qualities, Prince Juma had yet to find love. The kingdom buzzed with anticipation as suitors from neighboring lands sought his favor, but none had captured his heart. The kingdom itself was a wonder to behold. The fertile plains were adorned with a myriad of crops, from golden maize to lush green yams. Rivers teeming with fish meandered through the land, providing sustenance and nourishment to the people. The dense forests were home to a diverse array of wildlife, from majestic elephants to graceful gazelles. The air was always filled with the melodies of birds and the rustling of leaves, a testament to the kingdom's vibrant ecosystem. Prince Juma, although surrounded by such beauty and prosperity, often felt a sense of restlessness. He yearned for something more, something that would ignite his soul and give his life deeper meaning. He spent his days training with the kingdom's best warriors, honing his skills in combat and strategy. His nights, however, were often spent wandering the lush forests, contemplating his destiny and seeking solace in the embrace of nature. One fateful day, as Juma roamed deeper into the forest than ever before, he stumbled upon a hidden village. The village was unlike any he had seen, shrouded in an aura of mystery and magic. Ancient trees, their branches intertwined like the fingers of old friends, formed a natural canopy that shielded the village from prying eyes. The air was thick with the scent of wildflowers and the sound of distant drums. As he ventured further, he heard enchanting melodies and witnessed dances under the moonlight. In the heart of the village, Juma saw Akua, a woman of unparalleled beauty who was deemed mad by the villagers. Akua's eyes sparkled with an otherworldly light, and her movements were graceful yet wild. Her long flowing hair seemed to dance with the wind, and her laughter echoed like a gentle breeze. She often spoke to unseen beings and danced with an ethereal grace that mesmerized Juma. Intrigued, the prince approached her, only to be warned by the villagers to stay away from the mad woman. The villagers believed that Akua was cursed, for she often spoke in riddles and performed rituals that no one understood. They whispered that she was possessed by the spirits of the forest, that her madness was a punishment for sins unknown. Yet, despite their fear and suspicion, there was an undeniable fascination with her. Akua's presence was like a beacon, drawing the curious and the brave. Undeterred by the villagers' warnings, Juma spent time observing Akua and soon realized that her madness was a profound connection with the spirits of nature. She could communicate with the trees, the wind, and the animals. She was the guardian of the forest, a role passed down through generations of her family. Her ancestors had been revered for their ability to commune with the spirits and protect the land. Akua, however, had been misunderstood and ostracized due to the villagers' ignorance and fear. The more Juma learned about Akua, the more he admired her. Her wisdom, compassion, and strength resonated with him. He saw beyond the label of madness and recognized the depth of her spirit. Despite the villagers' warnings, Juma and Akua grew closer, and their bond deepened into love. They spent countless hours together, exploring the hidden corners of the forest, sharing stories of their past, and dreaming of a future where they could be free to love openly. Their relationship, however, was met with scandal and outrage from both the villagers and the royal court. Whispers of their forbidden love spread like wildfire, reaching the ears of King Mwamba. The news of Juma's love for a mad woman enraged the king. He summoned Juma to the royal palace and demanded an explanation. How can you, my only son and heir to the throne, fall in love with a mad woman? King Mwamba thundered. You bring shame upon our family and our kingdom. You must abandon this foolishness and choose a suitable bride. Prince Juma, standing tall and resolute, met his father's gaze with unwavering determination. Father, Akua is not mad. She is gifted, wise, and compassionate. She has shown me a world beyond our own, a world filled with magic and beauty. I cannot and will not abandon her. The king, seeing the conviction in his son's eyes, realized that this was not a fleeting infatuation. He feared for the future of the kingdom and the stability of the royal line. Desperate to change Juma's mind, King Mwamba issued an ultimatum. If you do not leave her, you will no longer be my son, nor will you inherit the throne. Juma, heartbroken but resolute, chose to stand by Akua. He left the comforts of the palace and the expectations of royalty behind, venturing into the forest to live with Akua. They built a life together, filled with love, laughter, and a deep connection to the natural world. The forest became their sanctuary. They learned to live in harmony with nature, drawing sustenance from the land and the spirits that Akua communed with. Juma's skills as a warrior were put to new use as he defended their home from any threats, while Akua's wisdom and connection to the spirits guided them in their daily lives. However, their love was tested when a terrible drought struck the kingdom. Crops withered, rivers dried up, and the people suffered. The once thriving land was now a barren wasteland, and the kingdom's future looked bleak. Desperation and fear gripped the hearts of the people, and whispers of dissent began to spread. The villagers, once skeptical of Akua's abilities, now turned to her in their time of need. They begged her to use her gifts to save the kingdom. Akua, moved by their pleas and driven by her love for Juma, decided to summon the rain spirits to end the drought. Akua embarked on a journey to the sacred mountains, where the spirits dwelled. With a deep connection to the natural world, she sang ancient songs, performed sacred dances, and invoked the power of the elements. The journey was perilous, filled with trials and challenges. Akua faced treacherous terrain, wild beasts, and tests of her strength and resolve. Along the way, Akua encountered various mystical beings who tested her resolve and wisdom. She met a wise old tortoise who shared ancient secrets of the earth, a mischievous monkey who taught her the importance of adaptability, and a majestic eagle who showed her the value of perspective and foresight. Each encounter strengthened her resolve and deepened her understanding of the natural world. At the summit of the highest peak, Akua stood before the shrine of the rain spirits. She knelt and offered prayers, a voice filled with reverence and desperation. She called upon the spirits, pleading for their aid to end the drought and bring life back to the kingdom. Moved by her sincerity and devotion, the rain spirit answered her call. Dark clouds gathered, and a gentle rain began to fall, bringing relief and joy to the parched land. The people were astonished by the miracle and began to see Akua in a new light. Upon her return, Akua was hailed as a hero. The villagers and the royal court, who had once scorned her, now celebrated her bravery and wisdom. King Mwamba, witnessing the transformation of his kingdom and the love between Juma and Akua, realized his mistake. He accepted Akua and blessed their union. Prince Juma and Akua were married in a grand celebration, and their love story became a legend in the kingdom. Akua's wisdom and connection to the spirits continued to guide the land, and the people flourished under their rule. The valuable lesson from this folktale is that true love sees beyond societal judgments and embraces the inner beauty and gifts of a person. In today's society, it teaches us the importance of understanding and accepting individuals for who they are, regardless of the labels placed upon them. It reminds us that love, compassion, and courage can overcome prejudice and bring about positive change. Juma and Akua's story was passed down through generations, becoming a beacon of hope and inspiration. Their love and wisdom became the foundation upon which the kingdom thrived. The people learned to embrace diversity, to see the beauty in the differences that once divided them, and to cherish the bonds that united them. In the twilight of their years, Juma and Akua often sat together under the ancient trees that had witnessed their journey. They looked back on their lives with a sense of fulfillment and gratitude. Their love had weathered the storms of prejudice, adversity. This is the end. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.